Yeah, I mean, I'm a truck driver by day, and when I say truck driver, I'm really talking about like the 18 wheeler, the big rigs that you see going down the highway. I've been doing that for actually just this math just occurred to me actually today while I was on the job. Uh, I don't know if I should really be giving away my age right now, but I got my CDL when I was 22 years old, which means I have been driving a truck now for about exactly half of my life.
Oh, wow. Cool. Awesome.
So
And
that's how old I am if you can do the math.
so we're about the same age. I'm clocking in at 40. And so you've been doing that for a while. And I was looking back because you also blog, and you blog over at Dumb Passive Income. Can you tell us about the like inception of your blog over there?
Yeah, it's kind of a long story. I'll try to make it short. So I actually started in 2010, not with blogging, but I don't know if I've ever actually told anybody this story, but somebody tried to get me involved in network marketing, like a pyramid scam kind of a deal. I'm like, fine, I'll do it, but I'm not going to go try to talk to my family and friends and go show videos and try to get people to sign up that way. I'm going to see if I can do something online. And I think I just signed up for a Twitter account in 2010 at the time. And so I figured out I was on Blogger. I don't know if you've ever seen or heard of
Yep.
Blogger. It's like, yeah. So I got put together some really simple sites on there to try to promote this network marketing business. And as you can imagine, that didn't work. But then I realized I'm like, this is cool. I can actually produce content and put it out on the internet. And I saw that other people were making money doing that. And so I literally just Googled one day, I'm like, how do you make money online? And that led me into the world of blogging. And then I started a personal finance blog. And this is actually kind of one of the biggest mistakes that I've ever made is I stayed on Blogger. Everybody told me you got to switch over to WordPress. I'm like, no, I'm just going to go against the grain. I'm going to stay on Blogger and I'm going to make it work on Blogger. And so, yeah, I stuck with the personal finance blog for probably close to a year, maybe a little over a year. And then finally in 2012, in May of 2012, I bit the bullet and quit the personal finance blog, moved over to WordPress. And that's when I bought dumbpassiveincome.com. And that's when I started that blog. And around that same time is when I also jumped into niche sites. I figured out what niche sites were and started building out some of those. And that's kind of what Dumb Passive Income was I was just kind of chronicling and just blogging about what I was doing to create niche sites and try to make money online.
Holy cow. So you started your first blog in 2010. Is that right?
In a sense, if you want to call that a
Sure.
blog, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I chatted with a couple other people earlier today, just doing interviews like this one, and it's amazing. I mean, everyone has one or two, not necessarily failures, but along their trajectory, they have a few websites that they learn their chops. You know, they learn some writing skills, just setting up a website and all that. Before they got something that really kind of stuck and that had some lasting power. So when you started that first like blog and the personal finance blog, when you moved on a little bit from the network marketing promotion and whatnot, like did you have uh, like a desire to write, or were you a strong writer through school?
I don't know about through school. And it was never anything I really did before I started blogging, but I kind of figured out that I really enjoyed the writing part. And the personal finance stuff, I've always been kind of like a numbers geek. I could sit and just mess with I use Quicken to run my personal finances, and I could just spend hours just messing around with the numbers on there and making spreadsheets for different scenarios and stuff. And so I just love the personal finance stuff and kind of just helping people and teaching people. I had listened to Dave Ramsey on the radio for many years. And so I thought I could just write a blog and help people learn stuff about money. And so I just kind of figured out that I liked the writing part and then that kind of like melded into web design and figuring out how to make web pages look different ways. And
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. And you know what? I didn't even know you had such a strong like personal finance interest, and we're definitely going to come back to it. But yeah, I had no clue. I know I read some of your some of your blogs on dumb passive income, on like financial freedom and some of those ideas, but I didn't know you wrote about it for a few years. Do you remember like how you first got interested, or have you always been interested in like money and finance and savings and all that?
I guess I kind of always have them. I was probably 20 or 21 years old when I first heard Dave Ramsey on the radio. And I'm talking, this was back in the day when he was brand new, when he was almost begging for people to call into his show. I remember actually listening to him, like saying his phone number over and over, waiting for somebody to call in, which is kind of crazy for as popular as he is now. And I've mentioned Dave Ramsey a couple of times. And the funny thing is, I don't even totally agree with all of his advice. Most of it is really great, like the staying out of debt, obviously. What I mean, what's not to like about that advice? But as far as some of his overall principles, I'm more of a Robert Kiyosaki, rich dad, poor dad kind of a guy when it comes to that.